What up, good people? It is episode 5 of The Ladder. You're still here. I appreciate your support. I hope that today's episode is amazing. If you haven't seen the other episodes, go watch them. They're all on the YouTube page.
Good.
Make sure you hit subscribe if you like it. You know what I'm saying? Thumbs up if you love it. And if you want more, turn your notification bells on. Because I think we're going to have a bonus episode this week. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. So we're going to figure it out. We got my lovely wife back on. I'm going to have her introduce herself again. Who are you?
I am Louise, Justin's wife. Say a little bit about myself. Okay, so I'm Louise, Justin's wife. I'm born and raised in Wyandotte County. I don't need your side.
That was between me and them.
What you said is I'm not from Wyandotte County. I'm born and raised in Wyandotte County.
Why are you even... Okay, go ahead.
And currently I teach for Jackson County Community College. I run their GED program. I'm teaching at a Christian university college this fall. I'm in school pursuing my doctoral of educational ministry degree. And I love serving. I love working with people. Yeah, so that's pretty much me.
Okay, and I can confirm everything she said except for being born in Wyandotte County.
You've literally never seen my birth certificate.
That's not true. I've seen your birth certificate.
When
I was hanging out with the Crips. I was on 34th.
So honestly, Justin doesn't know where I'm from because he has a really bad memory.
I know where you're from, and I know your mother.
He does this every time.
All your family.
He acts like this every time.
Okay, so this is what we're going to do, because we're not going to go down that road again. Everybody, if you don't remember, watch last week's episode, and you'll know where Louise is actually from. But we're not going to go down the road again. We're going to do our wrap-up, our Europe travel wrap-up. We just got back from Europe a couple days ago. I got over jet lag. I don't know about her, but...
I'm getting there.
Yeah.
I'm this close.
She needs a lot more sleep than other people. So,
wow.
I'm good, and so we're going to record. We're going to talk about it. And so what we're going to do, we're going to do a little different this time. We're going to do our Europe top 5 dislikes and our Europe top 5 likes.
Yes.
So I have my list. She has her list. And so first, I want to make a disclaimer. We have not been to every place in Europe. We have been to Germany, Finland, London, Poland, Lithuania, Iceland. I think Iceland's considered. Yeah, Iceland's considered part of Europe.
Yeah, only 6 places.
Those are where we've been in Europe, and so, but we're gonna talk about them as a whole because that's what I want to do. So this is our Europe wrap up. We're gonna start with our dislikes. So for me, number 5 on my dislikes of Europe is buckwheat. I hate buckwheat. We were at a hotel and they had breakfast and I thought it was oatmeal. At worst, I thought it was like raw oats. It was buckwheat. It was disgusting. It made my mouth dry. I didn't like it. So that's my number 5 dislike. And then when I told other people about it, it was like, yeah, we eat that for breakfast. It's healthy. It was like, it's disgusting. So they didn't think that buckwheat was a problem with Europe, but I'm here, public service announcement, number 5 dislike, buckwheat.
That's terrible. So at this hotel when we were getting our breakfast, Justin, he likes large portions. So he has like his plate and he's like scooping it on. I'm like, Justin, what? It looks like so much. I'm like, Justin, well, what is it? He was like, I don't know. I think it's oatmeal. So I'm like, okay. It does not look like oatmeal at all.
I thought it was like European oatmeal.
So he takes it to the table we're sitting at, and he takes a bite, and he's like, I don't like that. I'm like, you think it's not oatmeal, buddy?
Do you have a number 5 dislike?
Oh, yes. So mine are not in exact order, so I'll just go down the list. So...
You're giving 1 dislike right now.
1. I would say
number 5.
1 dislike for me is probably just paying to potty. So when we
potty? How old are you?
Pay to potty. I thought it sounded good because it's like PTP.
Why don't you just say pay to pee?
I don't want to say that. That's paying to use the restroom. So what I do to remember is like you have to pay a zloty to potty because in Poland you have zloty, not dollars. So when I didn't think about a zloty to potty, it makes sense now. See, he likes it now.
No.
He likes
I'm talking about your dislike, not your wordplay.
Oh, you didn't think that was a bad thing?
What? No, yeah, that's on my list too.
Oh, okay.
It's not number 5. So number 5 is paying the people.
Yes, so I feel like it should be free, especially.
Yeah. So tell them how it works.
So when you are, let's say we are at a gas station or we're in a public place. We'll do gas station, going to the restroom. And we go the restroom and they have, what is it compared to? Like the thing, so they have a place to take the money and they have an attendant sitting there to make sure
it's like when you're trying to get on the subway.
But what if they haven't been in New York? So it's like riding the subway, so you have to walk by and the thing goes down.
Or like an amusement park.
Yeah, an amusement park where you have to pay. Yeah. So you have to put your money in, they'll give you a ticket and then you can go.
And you walk through a turnstile.
Yes, and they stand there to make sure you have a ticket and that you pay.
That you're not sneaking into the restaurant.
Running to the potty. My question is, what if you have diarrhea and you don't have time to pay?
You better go in the car.
No, you have to hop over.
Well,
you have to go.
Yeah, but you better pay when you get out because it's not free to use the restroom.
The lady ain't gonna let you in without paying.
She ain't. If you run to the bathroom and jump over, she can't stop you.
Then wait.
That's what she can do. But it's too late. It's too late.
If you jumped over her and got poop on her too.
Whoa. So, y'all don't know that's my wife. This is her favorite subject.
That's not true. It's just not
Look
true.
how happy she is.
I'm not that happy.
She is so happy. Talk about diarrhea and boo-booing on the attendant in the restroom.
I'm not happy at all, actually. I'm very sad about this thing.
You can't even hold it in. Alright, so my number 4 dislike of Europe has to do with the restroom as well. 2 parts. It's a 2-part dislike. 1, they don't call it the restroom. They call it the water closet. Mm-hmm. I like to call it the water cooler.
Why?
Just because all the restrooms say WC on it.
Water closet.
Don't know where they got that from.
So if you say, do you have a restroom?
I don't know what you're talking about.
A restroom.
Bathroom. Don't know what you're talking about.
No.
Water closet. No. Oh, it's right there behind the cash register. Yep. So don't like their water closet. Don't like the name of it. Second thing is everything is small. All their bathrooms are not built for people. So every time I use the restroom and and something to rant or the buckwheat and got to my stomach, I'm in the bathroom like this in a 4x4 square corridor. I have the door open slightly so my feet can hang out. Shut up. It's rough. Like you literally have to. So that all the bathrooms are made for people that are about 5'5" to 5'6", and that's frustrating because I'm 6'2".
So it was tight for me too.
Yeah, well,
and it's kind of low.
You like a lot of space. You use the bathroom.
Wow, like you don't know how I use the bathroom actually. And I don't know why you thought that was okay to say on all your podcast.
You do. But that's why that could be. So what's your dislike? That's my dislike. That's number 4. What's yours?
So my next dislike, I'm going to have to skip and only have 4, would probably be the lack of diversity. So that could be 1 through 4 for me, actually, because I didn't like it a lot. So we just want to keep the ball rolling.
She always cheating. I told her before the thing, 5 dislikes.
But you said I could share some of yours.
So which one are you going to share?
I'll share that one. That's the toilet.
Alright, so we're going to move on. You don't have a number 4. Alright, so number 3 on mine, and this is a very important. When you go out to eat, there's no ice in your drinks, and they don't do free refills. Mm-hmm. Nowhere. I'm talking about no fast food places, no restaurant. If they ask you if you want another drink, it is a trick question. What they mean is, would you like to buy another drink? Yep. Lemonade, pop, water.
Whatever you want.
Everything costs. No free water. There's no free water. The drinks are all warm. And there is no free refills. Don't like it. It's number 3 dislike.
Okay, I can agree with that. I'll say for my number 3, it is kind of with yours with food or drink. It's the uncertainty of what meat is.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes, and I'm a really picky eater. So sometimes it's like, oh, well, what is it? And they're like, oh, cabbage and meat. I'm like, well, what kind of meat? You know? Are we talking chicken, beef,
everything
pork?
except for fish is described as meat.
Yes, and sometimes they'll give you, oh, it's chicken, or I can see that it's fish, but I want to know exactly what I'm eating. And that information is just not provided.
And they act like it's not a big deal.
Yeah, they're like, meat, eat it, your life. I'm like, but I want to know what I'm eating again. So it's just,
that's a rough one. That is a rough one. I didn't think about that. That's a good one. Alright, number 2 dislike about traveling in Europe is that the beds are small. Again, I'm 6'2".
I'm 6'2".
I'm taller than 98% of the world's population. If you don't believe me, look it up. 6'2".
That's Justin's favorite stat.
I am not comfortable in a full-size bed.
Because you're so tall.
I'm so big. I'm so big for a full-size bed. Full-size bed, twin beds. Can't do them. It's uncomfortable. So, that's my number 2 dislike. I need good sleep. Like, one of my most proud, so I have a few things that I'm proud that I bought as an adult, right? Number 1 thing is my lovely TV that's behind the camera you can't see. It is one of my top 5 loves of my life, and it's beautiful. Okay. The picture quality is amazing.
All right.
My second most important purchase that I've ever made in my entire life is my king-size bed. It is the most amazing thing in the world to sleep inside of that bed.
Wow.
And so because I have a king-size bed, I cannot sleep in a full, I cannot sleep in a twin. A queen is pushing the limit. I mean, I could do a queen if I have to.
You cannot sleep in those beds.
No, I can't. I didn't sleep for 2 weeks. And so, but when I got home.
You loved Mitch's bed. It was so comfy.
When I got home, the king bed grabbed me.
Boy, I'm not
caressed me. And rocked me to sleep. It was amazing. So that's my number 2 dislike about Europe. What is your number 2?
My number 2 would be the lack of diversity.
Okay.
So, in Europe, everywhere we went, or the places we did go, of course, it was just a lot of white people, a lot of Europeans. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with Europeans. However, it is very monocultural. So that was
what does that mean?
Like one culture, like there is white, there's Europeans.
Yeah.
So there's not a mixture. Like you don't see any Asians or African Americans or Africans or Guatemala. Like you don't see that many other countries in the places we went. It's possible that they're just not where we were.
Yeah. And so I feel like, and I think London is a very diverse place, but we were out like at 3 in the morning.
Oh,
so we might not have just seen anybody in London, but I think London is very diverse. Yeah. That leads me to my number 1, which is no black people.
That was my number 1 too.
There's no, you caught me because you looked at mine. There's no black people in Europe. I went 2 weeks without seeing a black man. Except when I looked in the mirror. That was the only time I saw a black man.
Yeah.
And so that's my number 1 dislike about Europe. It just ain't no black people. I think Europe would be lit if there was more black people.
Interessante.
And so that's my number 1.
I agree. That was actually my number 1 too. But it was kind of the other take on it. My number 1 dislike is like when people were surprised to see black people.
Yeah.
So we were in the airport when we landed in Lithuania. And this little boy, I actually recorded him on my phone because I thought it was funny. So me and Justin, we're sitting there tired, days of travel, chilling, waiting on our Lithuanian son, Mindy, to pick us up. So this little boy, he sees us sit down and he goes like this. And then he taps us down like, hey, you see that? You see that? And his dad is like, shh, shh, shh. And then the little boy comes, like he stares at us for at least 3 minutes. And it's one of these.
Yeah. Yeah.
Isn't that uncomfortable?
And our friend Riley tells us that they do like to stare in Europe, so that's the thing. Yeah,
it's
staring
so rude.
is not rude.
It is rude.
Upon.
So not only are the kids surprised to see black people, some of the adults are too. We were getting kebabs, the amazing kebabs, and these 2 drunk men come in.
It's in Poland.
We're in Poland at this time. These 2 drunk men come in. And Justin becomes one of their automatic best friends.
No,
he didn't show Justin his wife,
being nice to me,
his kids,
because they liked Louise,
which was completely awkward.
They thought she was the most beautiful
black woman
to ever step foot on the planet.
Because I'm the only black woman they've seen their whole life.
So infatuated.
She's like, "Can we take a group picture?" And my friend Riley, she's down. She's like, he only wants to take a picture so that he can have a picture of you. I'm like, this is weird. So not only are the kids surprised to see us very brown people, the adults are too. And I'm
very brown. You're a little brown.
Actually, I'm very brown. July 16th was my mother-in-law's birthday.
That was yesterday.
So happy birthday, mother-in-law. I love you. And one of the first things my father-in-law said is, "Oh, you got brown." Listen. Oh, did I? Tell me more.
Made her day.
Tell me more.
Made her day.
So both of us they were surprised to see both of us very brown people. I got this. It's good. Anyway, so I don't like that at all.
Yeah, so those are the top 5 dislikes. If we miss anything, you've been to Europe, you don't like, leave it in the comments. If you from Europe and you like, nah, bruh, that ain't true, leave that in the comment. And we're going to flip it. We're going to end it on this. What are our top 5 likes about traveling to Europe? So I'll let you do these first, so that way you can't steal mine. So what is your number 5
Because I actually want to give a small
about Europe?
That's a very small disclaimer.
You don't get to give disclaimers. This is not yours.
Well, I actually had 6 likes since I only
no,
had 4
dislikes.
So we're going to do 6 for me.
No, we're not.
And 5
no,
for
we're
you.
not. She gets one
so
honorable mention. What is your honorable mention? Because you don't get 6.
There's just no way to make
Yes, there is.
So one of my
What is your honorable mention? It's her honorable mention.
This is not my honorable mention, actually.
We haven't started the list yet. It's our honorable mention.
So anyway, number 6 on the list of likes for Europe
Stop.
is I love.
This is our last time on the podcast. See, she won't follow rules. I can't have unruly guests on my podcast.
Number 6.
You guys deserve more.
I'll be back. Don't worry, guys. So number 6 on the list, I love that everywhere we went, it felt like everyone was so family oriented. Like they loved each other very well. They loved us very well just because we were there and with their family, with Mindy or with our other teams at the mission trip camp. So everyone showed a lot of love. They were very genuine. They made sure that we were very well taken care of. Like, do you have all the food that you want? I bought you, like Mindy's parents gave us gifts, and it was like, I felt very, very loved and absolutely enjoyed it.
Okay, I don't have no honorable mentions because I follow rules. So number 5, like, what is you? I said you can go first. So.
Oh, so I get 2? Okay, so my number 5 like of European thing is the food. I thought the food was so good. I love kebabs; they're amazing. But also, when I was with Mindy, I told you guys on the last podcast that his mom cooks amazingly. But when we were in where were we with the pier? It wasn't Codas.
Claypana.
In Claypana? The second time we went, where I got the I don't know. We were in Claypana somewhere, and they have like this.
Oh no, that's not Claypana. It's a beach town.
Okay.
In Lithuania.
So we were in this beach town in Lithuania, and they had this. And Mindy's like, "You have to try it," because he knows that I love chocolate. It was like a waffle. They dip it in chocolate and put, it wasn't sprinkles, but something on top. Oh, it was amazing. I'm like, wow, I've never had anything like this before. So I like the food a lot.
Okay, my number 5 is the kebabs. It's my number 5 like about Europe. And the only reason it's number 5 is not because I only like kebabs a little bit. The only reason number 5 is because I love kebabs. Is that I only really like Polish kebabs. No disrespect, Lithuania.
What? The Lithuanian one was good.
It was
He's
the
very
one
biased.
In Poland though.
It touched my soul.
When I tell you, I was in Poland for 7 days, 6 days, not even 7 days, 6 days. I was in Poland. And I had 7 kebabs in 6 days.
How did it treat your body?
It treated my body perfectly well. Okay. And they were delicious. And they got the spicy ones.
The spicy
I had
chicken?
one. So
oh my God.
They had one called a Super XYZ spicy chicken.
It's probably about
kebab.
a 3-foot kebab.
When I tell you it was this long.
It just was like this.
It was this long.
This is too much.
And I had a second one after I had that one that was bruh. So number 5 is kebabs. I love kebabs. Specifically Polish kebabs. And let me know. They said there was a good place in Lithuania and Kona that I did not get to go to, and I want to go to it. So Lithuania, you might have a chance to redeem yourself. Number 4 on the likes about Europe.
I really enjoy that they have so much sunlight and so much like nature. So in Lithuania and Poland both, there were tons of green area with tall trees, and they were so beautiful. So I love that it just looks like a very nice and happy place. So the sunlight thing I like a lot because I'm not a morning person. So it is very abnormal if I see the sunrise or before it's probably in the middle of the sky, honestly. So I like that when I wake up at 9, the sun is still low because it won't set until 11 that night. So from 4:30 to 11 p.m., the sun's up. So I get to see my full day of sun.
Yeah, in Lithuania, it's
beautiful. I love it because here when I wake up late, I only get a short amount of sun during the day. there I can sleep in and still get all the sun.
Okay. This is number 4, right? So number 4 on my likes was basketball. I loved the basketball in Europe. It's a different game. They share the ball. They all can shoot. They talk on defense. It was fun. It was fun to play and to watch it. And I love one of my favorite things about Poland is like the country pride. And so
is that 2?
No, this is my number 3.
Oh.
Or number 4. This is my number 4. Why did I talk at all during your time?
Yes.
No, I didn't.
You didn't the whole
talk.
time.
No, not at all. So number 4 is basketball, and I love like they have Lithuanian traditional basketball songs, and they sing them during the game, and then they got chants for Ukraine.
Ukraine.
She's talking again. This is her last podcast. So number 4 is basketball. And that's it. Yeah, I love the basketball in Europe. So number 3 for the European likes, Trace.
Oh, number 3 I would say would be, I love the history of the places we went. So everywhere we went, especially in Lithuania, there was like a story behind, like a historical fact. I'm like, I never knew this. So I feel like everywhere has special meaning to everyone in the culture. And I was telling some of my friends there that in America, like especially as a black woman, it's just not the same. Like I can't say, oh, in Kansas, I remember this, because our history is older, first of all, and because I'm just not as connected.
Like European history go further back. So like we was in places like in 1236.
Okay. I see what you're saying. But I'm talking about like how they just gained their independence, so everything is recent for them. Didn't they?
Lithuania did, yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. Like they're like we've been an independent country since
1990.
Yeah, like I was born in 91, so I'm like, oh, so only for 20-some years. Like that's not a lot.
Almost.
So I love how it's not almost 30. It's actually 27 years. I'm only 27 years old. See, he said he didn't talk through mine, and now he's trying to tell my age, which they say never to do, and then he gonna talk through mine. They is everyone. Everyone is there.
So she stole my number 3 because she looked at my paper.
I had that before I left.
History is definitely one of my favorite. I love history, and so like getting to see the castles in Europe, getting to see like the statues, and so like shout out to the Wolfman in Lithuania who founded Vilnius. Yeah.
Oh.
See, you forgot already. She
I didn't
like
know
the
who you
history
were talking
that much.
about actually.
And so but I love hearing those stories, and it's really cool to put pictures to the places I think about in history. Mm-hmm. One thing that American film does a lot is it glorifies like the old times in Europe. So like castles, knights, kings, queens, all those things. And we don't have that in America. And so it was hard for me to picture it. But when I go to Europe, I'm able to picture those things. And so that was really cool. Number 2, likes.
My number 2, I think. My number 2 kind of goes along with the history and exploring. It's I feel like every person we met, especially at the mission trip site, had a pride about their country. So if the Ukrainians are playing basketball, they had their Ukrainian flag and they're yelling Ukraina. If the Lithuanian team is playing basketball, they have their Lietuva gear on and they're like chanting and they're cheering and they're yelling. And I love that they are so proud to be from their particular country. And again, this is something that I shared with them. They're like, you know, you don't seem too proud to be an American. I'm like, well, it's different for me. So just seeing the other side of that, where it's like, I had to share with them, like, yeah, I'm not like a diehard American. Honestly, you'll probably never see me in USA colors or 4th of July, hurrah. It's just not who I am. So like seeing the other side, I was like, wow, like this is awesome. As a community, you're proud of where you're from. You are in alliance with people who are from your same place. And I thought it was dope.
That's cool. That was cool. It was pretty cool.
Let's hear
Well, I just had a quick follow-up question.
Oh, yes.
So you don't do 4th of July outfits?
No, I don't do 4th of July outfits. I haven't been home for the 4th of July in a few years. What 4th of July outfit do I do, Justin?
So my wife loves holidays. So
I do.
Every holiday is a special event for her. So we can. I ain't even
pull
know,
the
it's my
pictures
turn.
out,
Justin.
Oh,
we can pull the pictures, but it's cool.
From when I was 12?
No,
From when?
Last year. But that's
I didn't know. We were in Omaha visiting Nate and Vive last year on the 4th.
Okay.
Pop your bubble.
She's crazy. So my number 2 is the sense of family that they have. It seems like everybody's super close. And they could just be faking while we're there. But it just seems like everybody loves their family, that they are very intentional on spending time with their family. And that's really cool for me. I'm a big family guy, so I feel a part of their families when we're with them. Yeah. They adopt us very quick and they love on us, and so that's my number 2 like. And so my number 1 like of Europe, what is yours?
Mine was the ability to do missions. Like going there to serve, preach the gospel, build relationships, share my testimony with my team.
That's 6 things.
No, this is all missions.
That's one thing.
Okay, a little teaching moment. So missions is the umbrella. All of these things are under the umbrella. So the one thing is missions. But then within missions, we're talking
this
about.
This should be cheating.
All
one A, 1B, 1C, 1D. That's how she be cheating. I told her like before the podcast started. Write down 5
things.
That is
5. I'll show you my list. That's one. That's only one thing. So I love the mission part. Okay. Like it's serving and I'm building relationships with people that I would never come across anywhere else in the world. So I think it's amazing to get to travel all the way across the country to share Jesus. And I would do it any day, at any time. He's obviously mad because he probably has the same one.
My number 1 like about Europe is the people who love Jesus really love Jesus.
Yes, they do.
Europe has been really rampaged through religion and tradition and war, and it's at the point now where it's like, yo, we just over religion. Like everybody do what they think is right. There's no such thing as like real truth, and it makes it very obvious those who know Jesus and love Jesus, and that's what I love about Europe. It's the people that we get to do ministry with there are on fire for the Lord. They are doing amazing things in Poland and Lithuania and Ukraine and Belarus, and it's so amazing to be in ministry and partnership with them and be able to call them brethren and sisters in Christ. And so that's my number 1 favorite thing about Europe.
I agree. I think it's super dope to see the leaders of all the different countries, and then for them to like respect us enough to pull on us to support their team and to talk with their girls. I think it's dope, and I've never been in any other environment or situation that was like that. So it's very unique to the camp that we go to, and I think it's amazing. And yeah. So, I don't know if we're closing, but to give a shout out, hold on, before we go, to give a shout out to those leaders, Dima and Riley. Hey, friends, you're doing an awesome job in Ukraine, and we love, love, love you guys. We love Italy and Belarus. Keep doing your work with the team and your missions. Martinez in Lithuania, you're killing it with the team. You did awesome the week at camp.
Are you
Do you
done?
have anyone?
Are you done?
Luda girl, you did amazing. I love you. Do you have any?
I would like to give a shout out to Tanya. She was dope.
Tanya.
From Ukraine. Shout out to all the Zaco staff,
yes.
Prominent staff. Y'all are amazing as always. Big shout out to the big homie Jeff. Who's our leader on the mission trip, and
Chelsea,
and yeah, his wife Chelsea, she was dope. It was cool to be there with her. But yeah, man, that's it. Love it. Hit subscribe. If you like it, hit thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
And if you want more, turn the bell on notifications.
Turn it on.
It's okay. Y'all won't have to deal with her no more.
So sorry.
I have so many people lined up that she will be on break
until
she gets it together.
I will not do this again.
And that's been episode 5 of The Ladder. I love you.
Love you. Hope you liked it. Did it cut off?
Yeah.
Aww. Justin, I was good. I'm tired, Justin. You knew I was tired before we even started. Justin's